I'm on my 4th account at the moment because I used to be a filthy warlogger and I'm working on my bruiser set over here. And I've noticed this account has a ton of war spoils. 54 war spoils to be exact. I already opened a couple and then I was like, wait a minute, why am I not recording this? This could be really interesting. If you guys do not know, this can drop really good items. And I figure, let's go ahead and open them and I'll salvage and tell you which ones are potentially useful and which ones are potentially not. Now, in general, when it comes to Bruiser, you are looking for Shirking Fortification with some sort of conditionings, priority being Slash, Strike, Thrust, Flame, and Arcane. But I'm keeping on this account at the moment just about everything that has Shirking plus good conditionings, even if there is no gem. That being said, let's start opening the chest. As you will be able to see, the war chests have a mix of old perks, like this one, which is technically bad, and new perks, like this one, which, you know, could in theory potentially be good, but it's not, right? You get the idea. So we're gonna go over these things and let's see if we can find some good pieces. Just very quickly, what I'm looking for on a Great Axe would be end with attunements, with a skill slot, with a gem slot. And on Hammer, I could be looking at Plague Strikes, Trenchant Strikes, or I could be looking at multi-attunements as well. With a skill slot, very good on a Hammer. With a gem slot, very good on a Hammer. I don't care if it has offense or defense. We can field different niches there. So something like this, Trench Rent, Trench Recovery, Thunder Stacks could be good on a tank, but not really for what we're looking for, which is a war-specific stuff. Yeah, nothing crazy there. How do we do this quickly, though? I guess we just... okay, so this one has a Flame Attunement, Trench crits. You don't really have it with a Great Axe, so that is bad. This has an attunement. Okay, so this is one of the examples that I wanted to talk about because in these war chests, you can get quad rolls. So look, this has Exhausted Exploitation, Shirking, Trenchant, and Flame Attunement, right? So it only has one empty slot. If we get a quad roll, it needs to land on a gem. Else, it's almost always going to be insta-salvage, okay? Keep that in mind as we're opening more of these boxes. Nothing there. So this is Thrust damage, Nature damage. A bit unlucky there with Invig. So imagine this could land on Invig, Thrust, and then something else damage could actually be kind of solid. We got an attunement, thwarting, counter, shirking, and the defense slot. This would have been a phenomenal Great Axe if it was with a gem slot, for example. Look at this. Like, thwarting, counter, seems good. Shirking, not bad. Double attunement, damn. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of potential here to hit something big, and we're getting a lot of these named amulets, my god. Alright, Slash, Shock, Abyssal, close but no shirking. This is a quad roll, Sacrificial, Quick Revive, Arcane Frost. Could be very good for PvE, unironically, so I'm gonna go ahead and log this one. This account obviously has no gear when it comes to PvE or PvP, so this is super good. We got a luck piece. I'm actually gonna keep the luck piece. Funnily enough, it actually has value in the current meta. I didn't check what other rolls we got there, but we don't have any gem slotted stuff, so I just keep on going. Nothing there. Conditioning, triple conditioning, not interesting. Let's take a look at this. We got a Shirking, Trenchant, double attunement. Another potentially so good hammer here if it landed on a gem. This is giving me really big hope that we are gonna land on something nice here. Skill slot here with the end, Trench Rent, Shirking. Now, end on a hammer is not crazy good. Wait, this has Enchanted Ward. Oh, this has triple defense roll with Healing Heart, Refreshing move. Honestly interesting. Not great. Obviously you want like Fortifying Toast, things like that. But interesting regardless. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, I was looking at the end, right? Ability damage increase is great, but you only get an increase in damage to the last hit in melee light attack chain, which never happens with a hammer. However, if it has a lot of other good perks, I think this is still worth picking up even on a hammer, right? Your Shock, PO, DAB are all gonna be getting bonus damage, so that's pretty interesting. Let's keep on going. 47. This is gonna be a very lengthy video in itself, actually. Pretty excited about this one. We got a multi-conditioning here, nothing really interesting there. Life-stealing, Trench, not really interesting. And that's an OG perk. Do I have it down here somewhere? This, right? Not good. Shirking, there we go. We got a Shirking with the freeing aggression, interesting. But then a Frost and Shock conditioning, not that good in my opinion. We got an End attunement and Shirking Great Axe here. Very close, again, no gem. I have not seen gem yet on these weapons. Let me just double check. Have we seen a gem yet? We have seen it right here. Okay, it can land on a gem, that's good news. We don't really care about these rings. Sacrificial, not really interesting. Slash, sturdy. Not really interesting. Bodies are not that exciting for me, because you can basically get a full beast body from catacombs, which is what I will do. Nothing here. Shirking Frost, not very interesting because we are playing Jin. On a bruiser, there's fire damage there. Not too good there. Nothing crazy here. Oh, you know what else we're supposed to do? We need to pick up some of these bags too, by the way. Because we are hella AFK leeching these loots right now. Shout out to the monkey farm, by the way. You can make a video and get like 20 legendaries on top of that while you're not even playing the game. Definitely, probably should not be in the game, but abuse it early and abuse it often. That's the name of the game. Right. Let me just pick up the rest of the bags. I'm not really gonna pay too much attention to what we got from gorillas over here. Just don't wanna throw away all these legendaries. You know, potentially we could be hitting something big later. Shout out to the raid group here for taking care of damaging the mobs so I can steal all the loot and tip the, you know, the guy playing the songs. Oh my god, there's so much legendaries on the floor. My dear god. AGS really cooked with this one a little bit, not gonna lie. How are we on the storage situation? We're fine, let's keep on going. Nothing there. Ui. Sacrificial, Arcane Flame, close. Ui, Quadroll Earring with Regenerating, Empowering Toast, Refreshing Recovery and Healing Heart. We're gonna log this. We're gonna log these. Quadroll Earrings are rare. Even though it wasn't the best. We still got 40 of these. My god. Attunement Sturdy, don't like Sturdy. Sunder Stacks, don't like that. Keep on running here. Nothing here. Amulet with 1 protection, not very interesting. Thwarting counter strikes, shirking, lifestealing with the defense slot, not too great. Okay, so just to make a little bit of space, we're gonna get rid of all these named. Simply due to the fact that we know that these are completely useless. I feel like they should do something about these old items. They should just not drop, because if it creates like a lot of bloat in the game. Anyways, we still got 39, and let's take a look. Trench Shock, Fractured Ram, not very interesting. What is this? This is a Quadroll of Frost Conditioning, Strike Conditioning, Abyssal Conditioning, Shock Conditioning. Quadroll Conditionings is something I will lock and maybe temporarily move over here into a tank set. If one of those was shirking, I'm probably running this even though it doesn't have a gem. And that's why these war chests have potential to drop you complete Turbo Beast items. Terminal Vengeance is one of the perks that I really like to see on leg, but it has to be paired with Shirking 40, which we don't have. We do have a Arcane, Attunement, Defense, Offense, no gem slot there. Close to really good, but again, not very good. That's bad. That is Refreshing Toast, Refreshment, Fortifying Toast. Refreshment is a very good earring perk, and it has a skill and defense here. Not a bad earring. We're gonna log that one just temporarily. Freeing Thrust, Arboreal. I don't like Arboreal here. Another Quadroll there, but yeah, not really what we want. This earring has a refreshment though and some good perks, so we're gonna go ahead and keep that one for now. This is bad. Lifestealer, Breaker, Frost. Shout out to Gorilla, cancelling my loot animation. Let's just go ahead and use this time to loot a little bit more of the bags. By the way, if you're just watching this video and you still don't know where this is, Elysian Wilds, over here top right, Elysian Wilds. Go ahead, get into a group, farm legendaries while you can. Will these get nerfed? I'm not so sure. It's been in the game for a while now, so probably not. Right, 35. Let's keep on running here. We got Trash. We got Sacrificial, Quadroll with a gem slot. There we go. Finally, a gem-slotted Quadroll. So they do exist with Frost, Arcane, and Shock Conditioning with Sacrificial. I will keep this sort of item because it's very exciting to see like so many rolls. I didn't see what else we got there though. That's on me, but that's okay. We still got 34 to go. Nothing there. Keen Speed, not that interesting. Trench Rend, Plague Strikes, not that interesting. Let's keep on running. Nothing here. Sturdy here, don't care. Trenchant Crits, Trenchant Strikes, Trenchant Recovery. Any more Trenchant? No gem slot, unfortunately. Keep on going, 32. Could we land on a Abyss? We got Avoid Damage, Enchanted Skills, Unscathed Empowerment here. Melee Light Attacks grant 1. I could see this being a good Void Blade ring potentially. We got a Strike. Oh, single protection amulet. I wonder if this can... no, it's double protection. This just answers my question. So you can actually drop multi-protection amulets from these as well. I will keep this one even though I'm never using it realistically. But it's a multi-protection ammy. We like to keep those. Keep on going. Plague Crits, Trench, Rend, Shirking. Not very interesting. Slash damage, rogue alacrity, backstabbing a target with an active haste will remove... That's a dead perk, I don't like that one. We keep on going here. We are Sacrificial Empowerment slash Arcane with an offense and a defense slot. Plague Strike, Shirking, Mortal. Not very good. 29 to go. Reinforced Mining Luck. Great item right there. Shirking, Sacrificial Empowerment, Life Stealer with the defense with the gem. I'll keep this. I will keep this. And the reason I will keep this is a part of me wants to have a full Shirking Sacrificial set for a Bruiser. And it has a Life Stealer, so one of the Life Stealers is really good to have. The reason why I want to try this on a Bruiser, you're full HP a lot of the time. So this Sacrificial Empowerment giving you 1.2% base damage could be interesting. Because it would be all the time. So this is gonna go there for now. And we're gonna update the War Abyss. And we're also gonna keep this Mining Luck, because why not? And let's keep on going. You know, whilst we are doing all of this looting, let me just check if we found any good Shirking pieces, okay? Because this is really what you're looking for. So you can do this sort of thingy, and it's gonna show you all the pieces with Shirking. And we can take a look. So this one is Shirking Heals. No. Because this is not what we want. We want Shirking Fortification. Shirking Energy? No. Arcane Conditioning, Shirking Energy, Double Offense Gem. Let's keep it Double Offense we don't like. Heavy with Shirking Fortification, Defense. There we go. This is Biz, by the way. For a Bruiser, I do believe this is a Biz. Defense Gem. On a Shirking, on a Slash. Even though I was praising this, that we got Gorillas Prevail, and Gorillas will be wearing those. So let me go ahead and update this. If you take a look, we have a Shirking Slash with Defense Offense Gem. We have a Shirking Slash with the Defense Gem. The body will be Beast, the helm will be Beast. We're really just missing the glove and the jewelry on this account. That is pretty exciting stuff. This one is Shirking Arboreal. Arboreal is very dead perk. This one is Shirking Flame Sturdy. Could be interesting for a tank build, potentially. Shirking Frost Mortal. Seems pretty dead to me. Shirking Frost Shock Freeing. It's a quad roll. We like the idea of a quad roll. And everything else we're not gonna touch right now. The inventory is starting to look very bad. So we might need to go and do a little cleaning session soon here. One attunement here on this Great X with a skill slot. No gem slot, unfortunately. Nothing there. We're getting eaten off. You know what? Maybe it's for the better. Maybe us being down here, it's actually for the better. Let's keep on opening. We still got 25 to go. Nothing there. Not interesting there. Refreshing Toast. Empowering Toast. Refreshing Move. Healing Heart. Skill Slot. Quad Roll Earring. All of these are decent. We're gonna lock it. And then we're gonna, at the end, decide which one of them is the best to use right now. Nothing there. We got Kingspig, Alacrius, Attunement, Warhammer with a skill slot. No gem there. Skill slot Rogue. No gem there either. Still got 25 to go. Not interested in that. Attunement, Shirking, Gem slot, Defense. Not that interesting. Quad Roll Flail with offense. Not that interesting. Slash Shock Lifesteal. With gem with the defense. Not the worst, you know, it does have the life stealing, which I do think one of the pieces should have life stealing. So we are gonna be wearing this temporarily. Because I don't have it here, I don't have it here. I guess I have it on the body and this, but body will be replaced. So one of these items need to land on a life stealer as well. Still got 24 here. We got Nimble, Healing, Refreshment, Empowering Toast. Oh, no Fortifying Toast on this one, but another quad roll is very interesting. Shirking, Thunderstacks, Shirking, and Pendi Empowered is a little bit dead, unfortunately. Okay, our storage situation is starting to look a bit rough. So how about we do a next trick you can do while you're sorting, and that is you type minus, and then you type a gem. A lot of the weapons are just going to be trash without a gem slot. So what you can do is you can do minus gem, and then you can just salvage. I don't know, you can't click the salvage all button when you're doing this. So we're just gonna go very quickly one at a time, even though they are quad rolls. And we're gonna make a little bit of space just doing this, because all of those are just gonna be bad, unfortunately. Now, on armor, as I said, if it has Shirking 40 and it has a bunch of conditionings, don't be doing that, okay? Also, AGS, can we do something about fast salvage? There should be a feature where you can enable to just salvage it. Just salvage it. If you click salvage, it's salvage. Like, give us a feature that you don't need to have this confirmation. At least back in the day, you used to be able to click E after you've salvaged. But now you can't even do that no more. So you literally need to do some mouse maneuverability here. We got nothing. We got nothing. We got... Oi, 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 oi. This is an absolute turbo Uganda beast, by the way. It has a strike protection. It's not even conditioning. Strike protection / protection. Nature protection is trash, but flame conditioning is good. If it was protection, it would be even better. And the gem slot, holy moly, that is a good shield right there. That is a good shield, and we're gonna move it over here on the tank department, just like so. Beautiful, beautiful, nice piece. Okay, and we still have 22 to go, man. This is such a fun video to make. It's just non-stop gamba. But I want to land on that turbo beast, you know what I mean? I really need it. We keep on going. Nothing. And hold up, attunement, hold up, gem slot, hold up, shirking, hold up. This is good. It's not beast, but it's good. This is type of item I would be fine pushing up to 800 for wars on an early account. I am happy with that, by the way. I'm happy with it. The defense slot is very important as well. The gem slot is very important. It does not have a skill slot, but this is very, very nice. I'm so happy with this. Nice. Let's keep on going. 20 to go. Can we get even better than that? I'm not so sure. Attunement counter. Does it have gem? It does not have gem. 1 protection on the amulet. We don't care. Let's keep on going. 19 only to go. Nothing there. Trenchant, we don't like. Flame, Frost, Sacrificial. Maybe for some PvE, but not for what we are looking for. Let's take a look at this. Another quad roll earring, Fortifying Toast. Refreshing recovery, Regenerating, Refreshing Toast. This might be the war earring of our choice. It has Refreshing Toast, which we need. It has Regenerating, which is nice. Refreshing Recovery is honestly really good as well. And Fortifying Toast. Hold, let me lock it and let me use it. This is a good earring, by the way. This is a good earring. Was that offensive or was that defensive on top of that? It is offense, so that's gonna be penetrating backstab there. Let's just update our war gear like so. I'm happy, bro. Earring good. This beast, this beast, this will be beast, this beast, this really good. Oh wait. We're probably gonna eventually replace earring, right, for the Endless Thirst, so maybe earring is not that much of a great option, because I'm not gonna be playing Ankh, I don't think, anymore in this patch. Probably gonna go to Endless Thirst, so maybe this is like a little bit cookery there, but still. 17 to go. We're running out of space in the inventory. Lifestealer's 30 Thorny. Maybe there is a potential quad roll heavy body that is better than the one you get from the Catacombs, potentially. Pendium Powered Electrius, Shirking Skill Gem. Very unique. I'm gonna keep this. It has a gem slot as well. Why not, right? It doesn't hurt to keep. We got a Thrust Arboreal. Don't like Arboreal. Here I don't like Frost. We still got 15 to go. Here we Penetrating Empower, Shirking Keen Speed Offense Gem. We have a better Great X already. This we do not care about. Keep on going. Refreshing Toast, Fortifying Toast, Refreshment. With a skill slot, with a double skill slot. Very peculiar earring. Probably never gonna use it. Oh my god, I was talking about it a second ago. Shirking Fortification, Flame Conditioning, Strike Conditioning, Arboreal is unlucky with a defense slot. I'm hella running this, by the way. No gem slot, but it has defense slot on top of that. And what is this? Arcane Frost / Quick Revive. Bro, these war chests have potential to give you some crazy items, no? I mean, this is good, by the way. This is good. Shirking and Strike and Flame is not bad. I can see the world where we run this, and we have a good time running this, honestly. Let's take a look. Can we top off the items that we've gotten so far? No shirking on that one, unlucky. We keep on going. Only 12 left to go. Vital with flame. Oh, that body did not have vital. Ooh, that body did not have vital. How crucial is that? It's pretty crucial. Vital is very nice perk to have. Ring with slash damage. Hold up, everybody stay calm. Slash damage, good. Unscathed empowerment, good. Ice damage, not good. Mortal strike, not good. Damn it. Close. Nothing there. Luck earring as well. Let's keep that. Dude, we're getting hella lucky on the luck department. Arcane, not really good. And we only have 10 more to go, by the way, so let's go through this quickly. Attunement, Flames, offense slot, no gem slot. Attunement, defense slot, no gem slot. We got 9 left to go, so not using that. Attunement, Sturdy, Attunement, gem slot, Plague Strikes. So double Attunement, Sturdy with Plague Strikes. Not really that good, right, compared to what we got. Attunement, Disdained, skill slot. Oof, close, close. Shirking, Fractured, and Thwarting counter. Not very good there. Not interesting. Ooh, I thought it was Shirking. It is not. because we do need a life stealer thing. Another body with no shirking, unfortunately. We got 7 left to go. Nothing there, nothing there. We got a Slash Arcane, Frost, and Prolonged. Pretty good. No shirking though. Never gonna use it. Attunement Mortal. Not really too particularly interesting. We only got 4 left to go. Attunement, Shirking, Desperate. Honestly, not too bad, by the way. Attunement, Double Shirking, Desperate, the gem slot. Listen, this if you're Mika, right? Little stem out technology. Maybe potentially great with a great ring when you're out of stamina. And that's why I'm gonna keep this, you know? It may seem weird, but I think it is a little bit of a cookery there, not gonna lie. We got 3 more to go, actually 4 more. Attunement, Alacrious, Transient, Keen Speed. Don't like Transient, don't like Keen Speed. We got Offense, Defense, Attunement, Sundering. Don't really like that one either. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to an end here. It has been an interesting opening. There's definitely crazy potential to land on a Turbo Insane item, but it doesn't seem crazy likely. But we did pull some nice pieces. Is there potential in this ring? Arcane damage with enchanted skills. Uh-oh. Is this something we need on our Crescent Wave? Killing a target will cause your next ability within 20 seconds to deal a lot more damage as well. This ring would be kind of cracked for the Crescent Wave, not gonna lie. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, last opening. Quick Revive, Flame Sacrificial, good for PvE. Flame Sacrificial Shock, maybe good for PvE. And just like that, we went over just every war chest we had on our Ares account, and hopefully this was able to open your eyes to the potential probability of the items you can get from just doing wars. We walked out of with arguably a very nice Great Axe. I'm very happy with this, by the way. Everything else could use a little bit of work, but I'm happy with this, I'm happy with that, I'm happy with this, I will be happy with that. And yeah, there's some potential for absolutely crazy drops. If this was helpful in any way, shape or form, do drop in a like. It helps me out. It motivates me to make more New World videos. And check the subscribe button, by the way. We are, I think, a little bit over 15k right now. But I think we could push that even higher, and I would very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. See you again very soon. And until then, have a beautiful day and enjoy farming monkeys.